My name is Muhammad Ilyas bin Sofi with matrix number 307111, and I will be presenting the simple query section of our database project. So, simple queries are basic SQL statements used to retrieve data from a single table based on specific conditions. In our project, we implemented four types of simple queries, which are where, order by, in, and between. But for this presentation, I will demonstrate the where query. As you can see, this queries retrieves the student ID, name, date of birth, and gender from the student table. The where clause filters the records so that only students whose gender is female are displayed. As you can see from the output, only female students are returned while male students are excluded. This type of query is useful because it allows the users to retrieve only information they need instead of displaying all the records. In conclusion, the where clause is one of the most commonly used SQL statements because it helps filter data efficiently, makes searching for specific information much easier.
My name is Akbar Muhammad Amirul. My tag number is 302501, and I'm going to walk you through aggregate function queries. For the first one, we want to check the gender breakdown of our students. Through that, I use the count on the students' IDs and grouped everything by gender. If we run this right now, you can see that we have is exactly 5 female students and 5 male students. This is great data for university management because it shows our enrollment is perfectly balanced with a clean 50-50 split. Moving on to the second query, we wanted to look at which program are attracting the most students. I used the group by program ID to get the counts for each course. I also add having clause to set greater than 0. This just filter out any empty programs so our final view stays clean and focused. When we execute this one, this shows the result shows that program 101, which is our Bachelor of IT, is leading the pack with 2 students, while the other courses currently have 1 student each. Tracking this help administrator make smart choices about where to assign lecturers or open up bigger computer labs.
And hi, my name is Intan Syafiqah binti Shamsuddin, and the key number is 285812. So I will demonstrate the query. So subquery is a technique of placing one query inside another query. It is very useful for filtering data dynamically based on result obtained from another table. So I will demonstrate the two queries with two select statements. So query 1, find the student registered at Institute Technology Malaysia. So the purpose is the first subquery retrieves the academic institution ID for UTM from the institution table. So the main query display all student registration information for students who are studying at that institution. So I will execute it first. So the output shows enrollment ID, status, whether active or graduated, and also student internal ID. Next, we moving on to query number 2, which is finding activities with merit points above the overall average. So the purpose is the subquery calculates the overall average merit points from the activities table. So expect the output will display activities with highest merit points. So I will execute it first. So it shows the activity ID, name, and also merit points from 30 until 50. So next, two queries with three select statements. So contain three layers of select statement, a subquery within another subquery. So query number 3 is retrieving information of student enrolled in degree level program. So you will find all student internal ID values that are enrolled in those program ID from the enrollment table. So expected output is display all the student who enrolled in degree level program only. So I will execute it. So it will show the student internal ID, name, and also the gender. For the second query, find a student that participate in activity in national level. So subquery will find activities for activity in national level. So main query will shows the full name of academic institution that hosts the activity student. So I will execute it. So it will shows the academic institution ID, name, and also the type. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, from the select student internal ID, this is for the my demonstrate for the multi-table queries. So for the first one, it was the two table joins. As you can see, the student internal ID and the RMI ID in the same page. So for this is for the student internal ID. Student internal ID value is identical to the across the both data set. And the E is for the enrollment, S is for student. Okay, by running this, student identify put the system will evaluate record. Each unit the identifier and the student name directly adjacent to the active registration timeline detail from our operational. Like you say, we can have the start date and the status active, graduate, and suspended. So for the query number 2. Query number 2, we're gonna do wait. Aroma ID, status, name, association name. Yes, this is one. So for the second two table queries, resolve the structural relationship between our transaction entries for the enrollment and the metadata set parameter inside the institution to stop the wastefully copy pasting inside the heavy script strings like public and the full university, and we reference a thing numerical identifier as a academic institution where this is academic institution. And as you can see, we will get this result, and then we get to the comprehensive to the student academic profile. As you can see, we scale out the analytical three table join and display query block. We construct a deep student program, correction the matrix. We fetch the item reciting the three different physical schema structure. As you can see from here, the student enrollment and program, student program enrollment, and then we goes to the I goes to view authors because you will see the. So for the enrollment, for the view, the first one is I set up the what is it? So for the setup, I set up like select for the from the student enrollment and create view from the student enrollment. Like I said, I will select the student internal name as student name, they have different current age, and from the name and the student ID and internal ID. And then I will select from the student age enrollment, and then I do the create view program popularity and select the program ID and program name and the enrollment ID, total active, and left join the enrollment on the program ID and status active. And as you can see, the result will be like this. the program popularity, we goes like this. So the total active enrollment, we can see the result. There's 1, 1, 1, 1, and there's 0, and there's master is 0. So we goes to the 17, the student age enrollment. We select from the student age enrollment, and then we drop view the student age enrollment, and it should actually has error, but I don't know why it didn't have error. So that's all for me. Thank you.